Hi friends, this topic of mine is not for parents as such today, but for those parents who are teachers themselves, or for those people who want to make their own videos to teach others. So now this video I'm specifically making because since June now the online classes are starting, and many of my friends who are teachers themselves and many of the parents of my patients who are teachers themselves are continuously sending me message or asking me कि Baba, how are you making these videos, and according to them they are good, so a little bit color up, maybe they are good, okay, and they are asking me suggestions upon what to do. But I feel there are certain points that you should know. It took me 1.5 months to come to this level, and by making mistakes I have learned a lot. But I do not want you all spending another 1.5 months because our children's future is in your hand, okay. So these are all the small tips that you will require to shoot your video and to edit your video. I'm keeping it to bare minimum, but still you will see the video length is big because the editing takes some time, okay. Now there are few things which parents ask me is how do I talk so flawless on the video? No, I do not talk flawless. There are so many mistakes that I make. Like if I'm making a video of 7 minutes, it is usually shot for 20 minutes, and then after cut short all the edit, it comes to around 7 minutes. I happen to see my video at least 10 times before I publish it, so that there are no mistakes. Now one more question which one of my patient asked, who is teacher herself, is that doctor, how do you get so much of time to do this? It doesn't take much time to shoot the video. It takes time to edit, because that is where you are continuously in that work. Now this video I have divided into how to shoot, because the small things you require to know, then how to edit. Remember that editing part is a little bit long, that's why this video has become long, but just take your time and go through this. And as you are going through my video on another phone wherein you have downloaded that app, do it along with me, so that you understand how you're doing it. Then the third thing is what all things you require, the gears that you require. The link to all the items that I used are also there in the description box. Now first and foremost, get these terms clear, okay. First is 16.9, okay, and 9.16. that is, I say it 16:9 and 9:16. Now 16:9 means you are shooting horizontally, which are the videos that you will require usually while doing the study material, or the videos that you see on YouTube are 16:9. The videos that you see on Instagram are 9:16. Those are the vertical ones, okay. So in these vertical ones, they are not that good for education, I feel. Yes, I do Instagram videos also for education, wherein I use 9:16. Sometimes I find it difficult to use them, okay, but in 16:19 there is ample space that I get to give my study materials to the people, or those things which I want to emphasize, like putting photos, some side by videos. I feel 16:9 helps me a lot, okay. Then there is one more, which is 1:1, which is for Instagram posts, so we won't deal with it. I want to deal with those things that you will require to make videos as soon as possible. So I think if you see this video of mine, within next one day you should be able to make your own videos. And if yes, if you have done that, please leave me a comment saying that thank you, hashtag Dr. Poonam's vlog, I made my video within one day. So I know how much I could help you all. Now how to shoot. Certain things you should remember, very important. When you are shooting, look into the lens of the camera and not at yourself. This is I am looking at yourself, and this is I am looking at the lens. It makes a lot of difference. When I look at the lens, the person who is seeing my video feels as if I am looking at him, okay. But when I look at myself, it's like cockeyed. I'm looking somewhere else while you are looking at me, okay. So that is number one. Number two, you need to keep your mobile at your eye level. So I see to it that when I'm sitting, the screen of the mobile is almost at my eye level, okay. As you can see in the photos at the side, I have clicked the photos from different directions, so you can get an idea of my head level with my phone. Now I am having a tripod stand. This is at the end of 1.5 months. I did not have a tripod stand to start with. I used to stack my books like this and keep the phone on top of that, okay. Then later on, one of my very nice friend gave me one tripod stand, and I shot on that, and following that I bought my own stand now. So you can very well stack on the book. See that the book covers are not very plastic, because the mobile will just slide. See that you keep some matte cloth or some cloth on top of the topmost book, and then you rest your mobile on it, okay, the way I have shown in this photo. And see that the mobile doesn't go on sliding. My mobile is a Samsung S9 Plus. You can use any. When you use any mobile, see that it is in the selfie mode. It helps you. You don't require anyone else to shoot for you. You can do it yourself. Why simply disturb your partner? You can do work yourself, okay. The other thing is this mic that you can see. This mic really helps. I think there is no other option for using mic. I wouldn't recommend you not to use the mic. There are many people who say not to use the mic, but I can very well make out the difference. If you see my old videos, I'm barely audible, though my voice is quite clear. Having a mic is very useful because it catches up your voice more than the surrounding noises. There's a car workshop right next to my clinic, but then you cannot make out that all big noise over here. So that is very important. I would say, if nothing else, at least a mic is something that you require. Then about the lighting on the face, okay. See to it that you shoot your video somewhere in the daylight. So like presently I am in my clinic, but I usually try to shoot between 3 to 4:30 before my clinic time. 4:30 is my clinic time. So then from 4:30 to 5, if there are no patients, I shoot during that time also, because there is nice daylight coming in. I'm actually sitting right in front of my window now, okay. There are two windows. I'm right sitting in front of my windows, and there are 4 overhead lights over here. So I do not require an extra light, the white light, the ring light, what they say. I am as of now not requiring it. This is quite pleasant. And there's one more trick which I will tell you while you are editing, and all lady teachers I think should listen to me when I'm doing the editing, because that is one tip that you can nicely bring a glow to your face. Next thing is where to sit in the frame. So I prefer to sit in the side of the frame like this. Usually I would rather sit on the right or the left of the frame, because I get this extra space here which I can use to write some material or stick some material here. And if I sit in the middle, see the space at the side is less, so then I have to cover my face. I have to bring that poster which I want to show you in front of my face, and I like to show my face because face presentation is very important, especially in parent education like my case. You'll have to decide in your case whether you want to show your face. So when I do that right or left, in that case my face is continuously seen, except for in some places where I prefer to show the whole photo. So that is about your place in the frame. Now one more question that one of the parent asked me today is, how do I write in the local language like Marathi and Hindi? There is one app called Google Translate. You can download that, okay, and you write your sentence in English. It will give you the product in Hindi or Marathi or whichever language you want. Then I copy that and paste it in the while I'm doing the writing in the editor app. So a video shoot goes like this. I sit in front of the camera, I plug in my mic here and into the port in the camera, and lights, camera, and boom, go. Okay, so few things you have to remember is, first and foremost, look into the eye of the camera, that is the lens of the camera. Second things, if you make mistake, do not fumble. Continuously look at the camera, take around 1-2 seconds, then turn, look at your written material. Like my material is right in front of me on my laptop. I see whatever mistake I have done. I come back, I don't start talking immediately. I will again look at the camera and then speak. Like I will act out now, okay? Like, when you do mistake, do not fumble. Okay, now you saw I thought I did one mistake, so I took some gap. I was looking at it, I went back to my written material and I came back, I waited for some time and then I started. That is the way you're supposed to do, because later on while doing the edit it will help you a lot. I will show that in the edit section. At times you may shoot 3-4 videos to complete one topic, okay, because it happens to me also. When I'm talking, when I'm shooting, suddenly one patient will come, so I have to stop my shoot, I have to see that patient, complete that patient's work, and then again come back to my shoot. So in that case you have to stitch together all these videos. Now another example is, suppose there is no one is disturbing me and still I forget something, or suppose I want to read some material in between which I have forgotten, then I will take a pause and then I will see that and I'll come back and restart the video. Or third thing which I personally do is, I don't pause, I just look into the camera, I say my word, and if I have done a mistake I will just go back to my written material, see it, come back, again pause for some time and then say it, so that I get a clear time to do the slicing of the video later on. Over time you will get good at it. Remember, I, who is not a tech person, can do this in 1.5 months. I think you can do it within days. So you require three things. One is a stand to keep your mobile steady. Second thing is a mic so that you are heard clearly. Third thing is light so that you are seen clearly. Okay. Also, go on listening to a lot of YouTube channels. They give you a lot of YouTube gyans, or basically about the lighting, about the editing, everything. They give a lot. And in the last 1.5 month, I must have at least heard more than 200 videos. Okay, I've spent time on that, but I'm smart. I have not spent my productive time in that. I've spent that time wherein I'm clearing the clutter in the kitchen. So that time I used to usually put my Bluetooth headphone in the ear, try to clear the clutter in the kitchen, and at the same time I'm listening to all these YouTube gyanners who are giving the gyan on how to shoot, how to do the editing, and I used to hear them continuously, and over time I got used to all this. But today's video, whatever tips I am giving you, I can guarantee you within one day you'll be able to make your own video. So the next section of the video will be long, but go through it step by step. In the KineMaster app, there are a few things which I think are important for you, is how to get those videos which you have shot, how to get those videos in. Second thing is how to write in the video. When you have a video, how to write the title. Okay, then how to add pictures into your video, and how to do certain handwriting in the video. Also audio, how to add audio. So all these things are what I'll be covering up. So now let's come to my mobile screen. Here is my mobile screen, and I am going to Play Store first. So you are going to search for KineMaster video app, and here is your KineMaster. Since I have already downloaded it, you can see it this way in my mobile, but since yours will be downloading, you have to first download it and then open it. When you open it, you see the KineMaster video like this. Now since in my app I have already made some videos, you can see those videos on the right side, and on the left side you can see 3 circles. Now of these 3 circles, the circle that I use is the middle one with the plus mark. The other circles are presently useless to you, so don't even think about them. So now let's start editing one video. So first, for that, the middle circle with the plus, you're going to press on that. Now you see these 3 ratios which I had already explained. So now once you click that, your all photos which are there in your gallery will come out. Remember, when you do shooting, all your videos go into the gallery section. So from there, from my camera, I am taking up some video. Okay, this video. Suppose if I want one more video, like I have shot my video in 3 slots, then so I will hold this video with 2 fingers and I will pinch it, okay, so that it becomes small. Now I want to add some other video to this, so I am clicking another video. So you saw this. Now I am again pinching this video so that it becomes small. Now if you see, this is one video and this is the other video. Okay, so I have added 2 videos. Like that you can add 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want. Okay, and I want to add one more video which is my introduction. So let me add one introduction. So this introduction now added by Miss, now it has come behind the video introduction, so it's always in front. So in case you want to change the position of the clipping that you have added, you just hold to that clipping and then move it. See, I held to that clipping, I am holding to that clipping and I am just moving it. Can you see? And I want it to come here in front. So now when I start, it will start like this, my introduction, and then my video will start. Now when you see my video, see here I have made some mistake. Okay, and I don't want that. I by mistake set with my mask. Okay, so I don't want that. Okay, the trick that I was telling for lighting is I just click on the clipping wherein I want the bright light, and I will go to this section. Moment you click, this section will pop up. Okay, you go to adjustment and this brightness, just make it more bright. I keep it up to 25. So you can see, now see this brightness, and this is without the brightness, how it was looking original video, and this is with the brightness. Now if you see, the whole face is having a nice glow. Okay, now see here I have made a mistake. I am wearing the mask, so I do not want this mask. Okay, so I will see to it that where it comes. Okay, yeah, so I do not want all these portion because this is okay. Here I start. Now I will click. You see that red mark over there? I don't want the video from there, so I will touch this scissor here and I will do split at the playhead. Okay, or I can even do trim to the left of the playhead. Okay, now I do not want this portion, so I will delete it. Now you see, you cannot see that video wherein I had done the mistake, and now here again I have some mistakes, so I will again slowly take it here, again click, and now I will do trim to left of the playhead. So everything that I didn't want doesn't show up now. So this is my welcome, and there I immediately start. So that's how the flawless video comes up. Okay, so this is about the video. Now how do I add something in this? Suppose this is my topic wherein I want to tell you that you require a tripod, you require a mic and a lighting source. Okay, so now you can see on the right side there is one this circle, and in this circle first is media, then is the audio, then voice and layer. The most important what I use is the media, that is to get the media import. Okay, so let's not have this. Now this is the media. Then the layer, this is very important. This is one, the three features that I use from here is media, text and the handwriting. So this media is when you want to bring in some photos. So now here I want to show you how I shoot sitting on my chair and my tripod stand is in front. You can see this. Okay, so if I want, I can put this video, put this full photo here, so that you know I'm talking in the background and you can see that I'm sitting at the level of the camera. Okay, at the same time I can make this small and I put it somewhere in the corner so I can show my face as well as I can show that. Now just next to that this thing, the scissor, there is this one rectangle with a dash line. Okay, if I click on that, so I can automatically make different sizes of this clipping, the insert that I put, either the full screen, the lower screen, the upper screen, then one side. Okay, so then I can be on the one side. See, now here you can see me on one side, the other side I'm half, so that is the reason I sit on one side of the screen in most of my videos. Okay, then this is one more side, so you can make it half and then bring yourself over here. See, so you can see that I am at level of the camera. So now this is done. Now I don't want this here, I will delete that. Okay, now second thing is in the layer is the text. Now I want to write here three things are important, that is your tripod, so your tripod, then second thing is your mic, and third thing is your light. Okay, so these three things are required here. So now it comes on my face, I make it big, I keep it on the side. Now see, all the things that are to be used with the writing I'm showing you here. So now suppose you have made some mistake while typing, like I have written L of light small, I want it big. So again you click on this, that is the keypad, you go to your L, cancel it, make it big and light. Okay, now I don't want this font, I want some other font. There are n number of fonts that they are giving you for free. Okay, so use those here. So I make it this way. Now I don't want it white, I wanted some other color. Now this is your color bar which will come for any colors. Okay, it is the same explanation for any colors. So the outer is the color that you're going to use and the inner is the shade, the hue and whatever you say. Okay, so I want this to be in black color. So I will, if you take it to any color and you go to this dark hue, it will be black. You can see this small square on the right lower area wherein it is white and black. If I take it to some other color, it will be white and blue. So I want that thing, tripod, mic, everything written in blue. So I will make it this way. So I first went to on this circle to blue, and then I went to from this triangle to again blue. If I go to the other corner, it will be black. If I go to the tip, it will be white. If I go to another side, it will be blue. So now once I make it blue, see here it is blue. Now other things that I use is, one is animation. So I always like things to come up letter by letter. So in most of my videos you'll see it that way. You can use any, like you can use fade it up, you can use pop, you can, like I'll show you the letter by letter how it looks, letter by letter. Okay, so while you're speaking the letters get typed, and then you can change the speed of the letter. Okay, so as you speak the letters come up. So I like it this way. Second thing is, now for the same one. Okay, second thing is overall animation, I usually don't like it. Then out animation, you try it if you want. Then other thing is outline, I like outline. So you just click on the outline, and enable it. See, you got the outline. This outline also you can change the color, like I want the outline to be white, so I will take it to the tip over here I'll take this triangle to the tip and it becomes white. So you see how it stands up. Okay, you can even increase that white background. So here you can increase and decrease. Now when I want this light camera to come for a scene, to be seen for a longer time, so I will click on that and this yellow bar I will increase. So it comes in the video till the time that I want. So I want these three things here. Okay, see here. And after this moment this bar gets over, the next video it is not there. Okay, then the second thing you can use through this. So I showed you photo, I showed you text, the handwriting. When you click on this, you will get a board like this. So there are various arrows. So I like this second arrow. Now why is, suppose I want to say there are proteins are of two types, animal and plant. Then I first write protein. Okay, so go to text, I write protein. I place it here, and now I want to tell that they are of two types. Okay, so there my handwriting comes in. And this is the protein, so I want protein to come till here, and then I want handwriting. So this is that handwriting which will come. In the handwriting I just drag here, see, I will, this I'm taking and I'm making two lines here and here, and now I will say that protein are of two types, that is animal protein. Okay, so animal protein is here, and the other one is plant protein, PLA, plant protein. Okay, so the plant protein is here. So when I talk, okay, now I have to even see the duration, that the protein should be seen for the plant. This is the plant. Okay, so plant will be seen for this much time, the animal will be seen for this much time, and the protein will be seen for around this much time. Okay, also the first thing is the protein should come up followed by animal and plant. So how do I do that? The protein comes up first. So I do not want this animal to come earlier, so I will just hold it and drag it little bit ahead. The same with the plant. Now I hold it and drag it little bit more ahead, and at the same time I will see that all of them get over at the same time. So I will drag these so as to match the others. So can you see all are matching? Okay, and here the line should be also matching. Now I'll show you what is the importance of this. So as I show you the video, you see it will come one after the other. So see that proteins are of two types, that is the animal protein and the plant protein. So as I'm speaking, the things are coming up. Now I know there is lip mismatch because in the record I'm talking about the recording and here I'm talking about the protein. Now see, at one time all these things will just wipe off. Okay, so that is very important, the way the students see you. Now at times you may require just a blank background, you don't want your face, you just want a blank background. So in that case, just click the media, you see these backgrounds, take any of the colored background, like I will take this background, and see it got added, and you can edit wherever you want. You'll have to put a split where you want, you'll have to put a split, and you can increase the size, decrease the size. Whenever you want to do something, just click on that portion where you want to do something. Okay, now I've done this. Now you see this becomes like a board. I can write whatever I want. Okay, so now I want to write here that, okay, so it comes here again. As I said, change the type of the writing, change your color that you want, change the size, you can twirl it, turn it, twist it. The arrow here is to increase it, and the arrow on top is to change its direction this way. Okay, actually everything is self-explanatory here. One more thing that I like is this background color. So whatever you're writing, I want to have a different background. So when I put this background color enable, you can see the background color is enabled, and I can change the background color. I want to make it pink, so I'm making it pink. So your one is the main background, then the background just behind your writing. And in this also, now I want the color of the written material to become white, so I can change that. So how it looks, and I can change the size of this till what time it is going to appear in the video. So once I start the video, it will come up till here, and once that the length of this portion gets over, it won't be seen in your video. So that is one thing. Now next is how there are many times wherein you have one clipping and wherein you do not want that audio. Suppose you have some clipping wherein you want to change that language, then you can just click on start. Hello. This is about the record. This is audio wherein you can put your music in case you want some music around. Okay, so you can try that out also. Now come to the other thing is that these two squares one after the other, this is called pan and zoom. Now there are certain areas where I want to do pan and zoom. Okay, so suppose I want to do pan and zoom here, so I will first click, I will slice it that position, and I want to pan and zoom till here. Okay, till here. Then I will put a split there also. Now this is the portion I want to put pan and zoom. I will click this. The pan and zoom is basically you zoom yourself, and then at the end, that is here, you maybe want to make it smaller. Okay, now let's see how it turns out. You can do anything. In many of my videos you will see that suddenly my face is looking very close to the camera and then I move behind. So this is all pan and zoom. Okay, now I come to this pan and zoom. So you saw it is pan and zoom. Now it is going behind, so you can see this tripod mic and all those things more clearly. Now let's come to the third. Now as I said, sometimes you can knock off your original sound in that video. So here for that you have to click on that clipping where you do not want the sound. So see that you have to make clippings in between within that video wherein you want to make the changes. So you want to do clipping, so for each clipping this thing works. So I do not want sound here. I will simply click this, then click the audio and just mute it, and then I will record something so that I can have a different sound over there. Okay, you can even increase if you don't want to mute but you want to make the sound bigger, you can make it bigger or smaller here. Okay, so that is about the audio. Again you click now the rotate and mirroring. So here if suppose I do not want this video like this but I want it this way, then the rotate and mirroring helps here. Okay, then one more feature, the adjustment I told you, the lighting. Extract audio. At times you don't want the video but you want to keep the audio, so in that case you can extract the audio. It is self-explanatory, you can try doing it. I think these are the maximum tips that I can give you. This is maximum things that I use, and my present videos are with all these use. I hope this helps you make your videos more informative and more presentable. Thank you.